Welcome to Your Message Matters. Yes, welcome to Your Message Matters. This is where every week we talk about your books. Welcome to Your Message. So I'm streaming Matters. To live. I'm going to be streaming to YouTube. Welcome to Your Message Matters. Sorry, this is where every week that catches me every time. I'm going to have to chop that off of the video, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and we are recording. We are on YouTube. This is so exciting. So welcome to Your Message Matters. This is where every week we talk about your message because it does matter. That's why we talk about it. So last week we started a series on creating an ebook. And if you didn't see that one yet, go back and watch it. Because it delves in deeper into the idea of what your big idea is. So I created an ebook to help my business, and I thought what I would do is walk you through the process to do this for your business. I'm going to show you quickly what I created, and then we're going to take the next step and figure out what you need to do after you know your big idea, who that idea is for. I call that person your perfect fit reader or your perfect fit client or both. Sometimes we want to go, we are serving the same person, but we're writing a book for them, but we want them to take the next step and do what we do in that we have services and products and all kinds of things as an entrepreneur. That is one way to work an ebook into your business, but your ebook could be your business. There's nothing wrong with that. But in video number 1, in part 1 of this series, we kind of talk a little bit about the book math. So go back. I don't want to rehash all of those things. But out of part 1, you should have your big idea. You should have considered a little bit of the research, but we're going to go into that deeper today. You should have an outline. You should have a problem, the solution you have for that problem, and who is the person that has the problem. So if that makes sense to you, I'm so grateful you're here. I always love doing this show from week to week. So I'm grateful for you. I truly, truly am. So let's talk about it. We have our idea. In fact, I made little cards, my little flashcards. You have your idea. That is your overall theme, the big idea and the theme. So everything you do as far as your problem, the solution, and it is for your perfect fit reader or client, everything in your book points to that one central theme. Then you can come up with your chapters. How many chapters do you need? You need the amount of chapters that help that reader make a transformation. It could be one chapter. You could just not even have a chapter. It could just be an ebook that talks about the central theme and walks them from the problem to the solution. That's one way to do it. You may have chapters. And last week we talked about brainstorming and only choosing the chapters that really fall under the one central theme, right? This is perfect. But if you have things that don't fit into this particular idea or theme and that problem, you just might have a second book. And that's okay. Work on that one next. I love doing this. It is so much fun. And I like walking you through the process. So today, again, I'm going to show you a little bit about how to evaluate and research this idea that you have so that you see exactly what I'm talking about. So I created an ebook. I'm going to share my screen. It is available on Amazon. Let me find it here. We want our Amazon. I wonder if here we go. So it is not popping up in my, hold on just a second. Me and technology. I do the best I can, but I can tell you I'm not always as proficient as I would like to be. But that's okay, right? We're all growing, we're all learning, we're all, kind of taking care of these different things. So I want to, why is it not? Oops. No, I did something I didn't want to do. So I need to unlock. This is so funny. It is so typical of me doing this thing. Somehow I locked I don't even know how to unlock it. I want to share the screen, and this is the screen I'm going to share. So here's my screen share, but I locked the meeting and I don't know how. So I'm going to see if I can figure out very quickly here how to unlock, because I don't want it locked in case somebody pops in, right? Says optimize screen. Start focus mode. I don't want to do that. I don't want to pause. It's so strange. Maybe it is in here. Nope. Well, hopefully what popped up isn't exactly locking my screen. So that's okay if it did. This will be available in a recording for next week or for this week, but you can watch it anytime. So this is the ebook I created. It's called Launch Like a Pro, Essential Email or Text Templates for Successful Book Launches. And this is just a simple ebook to fit a particular problem that authors have when they're launching their book. So I wanted the title to be very specific. I wanted it to attract the right person who's looking to launch their book. And they are looking for a series of emails to use that are templates that they can use and customize for their ebook. And this may eventually be an actual book because I could easily make it, all I would have to do is create the full cover, the front, the spline, and the back. And that's really all I need to do to make this a book. But I want to point out a few things so that you can see how this whole thing works. So in order to create an ebook for Amazon, you need a cover. This is my cover right here. So you need what they call a thumbnail cover. You need a description, you need a title, and that's basically it. But behind the scenes, you're going to also choose categories. You're going to choose your keywords. So, and you will have to set up your KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing account. You need to tell them where you want your money when you start earning money. And it's a very simple walkthrough setup. If you run into trouble, make sure you reach out to me. So this ebook is 34 pages long, very short, really by all intents and purposes. It's in English. It's available on Kindle Scribe with sticky notes. Don't worry about any of that. But we are going to want to see the details. So it was kind of fun. When I launched it last week, it said #1 new release, which was really exciting because I really didn't do anything to promote it yet. I just barely uploaded it to Amazon. I haven't even done any kind of campaign to push it forward. Right now, it is number 112 in business aspects, number 540 in 1 hour business and money short reads. And I have to tell you, I love short reads. They're very specific, but people's attention is very short, obviously. That's the whole idea behind short reads. And it's number 859 out of all the thousands and thousands or maybe millions of books on Amazon. That's not bad for not doing anything. So it tells you more information here about the book. And these are the kinds of things that you need to take note of if you're researching other books that are similar to yours. And we talked last week a little bit about making sure you stand out with the way that you offer the problem or the solution to the problem that people are looking for. So what you can do if you want to research manually is just start to type. What are you looking for? Like if I wanted to raise butterflies as an example I use a lot, I may actually create a book like this. So I might say raise butterflies. I'm typing it in, and right now I'm typing it in all. This just gives me an idea of what people are searching for. So raising butterflies is a category people are looking for. Raise butterfly kits. So if I created an ebook about raising butterflies, one thing I could do is I could become an affiliate and make money by sending people to butterfly raising kits. So I would send people to purchase on Amazon these kits that other people are selling. And by doing that, I would get paid a little bit of a stipend for doing that. It could be raise monarch butterfly kit, how to raise monarch butterflies. Here's another, how to raise butterflies without the monarch, how to raise monarch butterflies, a book specifically. So there's different things. Here's the step-by-step guide to raising butterflies. These things kind of give you an inclination of things that I could use for a title. Because if I was going to write an ebook specifically to help people in an inexpensive way, learn how to raise butterflies, and only make it available on well, what I should say, make it available on Amazon as an ebook only. These are some of the things I would look at. And if I wanted to do the paperback, of course, I could use the exact same research methods doing it manually. Now, quite frankly, I probably would not do it manually. I always try to show people how to do things the quote unquote old-fashioned way, and then also to use some of our AI resources, because we do have so many AI resources that are available to us. I also get it's controversial. Some people don't want to take part in that, and it's okay with me. I always say, you do you, boo, because you know you best. You don't compromise your values and things that will create strife for you. I don't want you to do that. So once your research is done, your title is chosen, your big idea and your outline are finished, then we want to take a look very quickly at the purpose of this book and how you want to serve your clients. I think last week I briefly talked about what I call book math, which is having that thing that you lead people to. And in an ebook, it's a very easy way to add hyperlinks, say to your calendar. You lead somebody through a process and they want more. So you want to give them more by giving them a part of your process. And if you set up a calendar in your ebook to help people connect with you and have your maybe a 30-minute consultation where you can talk about serving them a little bit more, giving them some more value, and then also not just value, but let them know the ways you help people. They likely will want to take advantage of it if you've done a good job in helping them. Because the thing of it is, you want to help them, and then they are going to want you to help them even more. So you're going to look at that Amazon page of your competitors and see where these things are in the ranking and take a look. Don't let that frustrate you, though. You may think, I have a great idea. Nobody else has done this. And then you start researching and go, oh man, a lot of people have talked about this thing. Well, maybe they have, but they're not you. They don't do it the way you do it. So don't let that get in the way of your, what I call stinking thinking. We don't need any stinking thinking around here because there's always room for more. And when you do things uniquely by knowing your uniqueness of how you show up for your clients, it really, really helps them. So if you don't have your title firm yet, do your research, look at other titles. I always say make it clear and concise so that people know what problem you solve And then in your subtitle, you can clarify a little bit more. You can use ChatGPT to help you identify some possible titles. I never use the titles they give me, but sometimes I'll use combinations of what they give me because it gets my brain starting to work a little bit better. And so I would love for you to think about it as a tool to use to stimulate ideas within your own mind. So you want your title to speak in a very clear and concise manner of what problem you're solving in your ebook. You could use a title like using a blueprint, for example, or a step-by-step guide or a how-to manual. These things are all great ways to really connect with that problem because you're teaching them something to do. One of the great books that I had the honor to do with my client Violet is she created a blueprint. She called her book Create a Life You Love, The Blueprint. And so I really liked that title. We looked it up online by looking at Title Generator, which is another online way you can use it. I don't really know if it's AI or not. I've been using that tool for, I want to say close to 10 years. And that was before AI really became the AI it is today. So I can't swear that it's not AI, but it is a tool you can use. There's other kinds of tools that you can use online by understanding the emotional impact of your title. There's lots of tools like that that are there to help you connect with your perfect person. So these are kinds of things that you can do to create your title, your subtitle. You have your big idea, the problem you solve, and all of those things in place now. And the old-fashioned way is I use these 3x5. Well, these are 5x8 because I write big. These are big cards you can use 3x5. You've got your stack of ideas that are all supporting your one big theme. This is all really important to do before you really even get started writing. The other thing that I always encourage people to do is start searching their computer for all of the things that you might want to put in your book on this title. You may already have an ebook almost done with other things that you've written. So one of the things I love doing, and one of the products that I created recently is a challenge. It's a 30-day book. I call it the 30-day bestseller book challenge. It's an email series that you get every day that has one thing for you to do, sometimes two, but mostly one thing. It tells you why you need to know that one thing and how to do it. So it gives you a why and a how. And and a challenge to get it done. So it's designed to work with you and your schedule. You can do it, say, self-paced, but you can designate an hour or so out of your day to read the email and then get to work and get that thing done. You can also do it self-paced. You're going to get the emails every day for 30 days plus a couple bonuses, bonus days afterwards. But if you maybe don't want to work on the weekend, you just take the first 7 days, start whenever you want to start. You're going to get the emails and then keep track of it. I do give you a outline, sort of a checklist for you to write where you are so you know where to pick up in the next time you pick up. So if you do Friday's work and want to wait until Monday to work again, perfectly okay. I encourage you to take weekends off. Why not? I think sometimes we don't get enough rest and diversion in our life, and then we're not as effective. So I really believe you should, especially at least rest one day out of the week. So then Monday, when you pick it back up, you'll know where you were because you filled out your checklist. That's a part of it. So I give tools outside of, and I connect you to them in a Google Drive. You can do the same thing. So walk your person through your ebook, which might lead to a challenge, which might lead to them making an appointment with you. So whatever you do, that's a very wonderful way to get additional clients, because if you do the math with your ebook. Say you sell your ebook for $1.99, or maybe you want to run a promotion to it for 99 cents, or even making it free. What is the cost of one client for you? If you get a client from your ebook, it pays for itself. So, okay, let's ask the questions, and these will help you create your chapters, or at least your content, by looking in your computer for for content you've already created, and then modify it for your purpose. But you want to ask yourself some questions like, why do they need you to help you with this problem? So you're going to walk them through the solution, but that leads them to you helping them. Maybe you're going to hold them accountable. Maybe you're going to go deeper into the problem that they have. Maybe you are still creating awareness. Sometimes people don't know they have a problem. They're going through life in oblivion, and all of a sudden, bam, they meet you, and you're talking about this problem that may be out there. And so you definitely just want to share with them what the problem is and how you have a solution for them. And if they want a deeper solution or a deeper way to get to a solution for them, coaching is a great way to help them. And you can walk through them through your coaching process. You also let them know what would happen if they just leave things as they are. Well, it might create stress in their life, or they're going to have an unfulfilled dream or an unfulfilled want. And will it get worse? I don't know. It might get worse if they procrastinate, and then it's always tickling their mind. And every time something pops up into their awareness, they feel frustrated. It isn't done. Like getting your book done, right? You want to make sure when you're writing an ebook that you make it to your reader. Make it personal. Tell your personal stories that really create a bond with your reader. I also say I can tell pretty quickly if your book is me-oriented or you-oriented by just looking. You can do a quick search in your document. How many times do you say, I did this, or I thought this, or I anything, versus you? You will get a benefit if you do what my client did and create an ebook to work with your program. That's what she did, and Create a Life You Love, the blueprint. She got them through the first part of their process. So then to work further, they need to find her, right? So look at a few ideas that you have settled on and do your research on Amazon, on Google, or through some of the AI tools that can be used. Make sure that you have your outline out there, and then start telling your stories within the body of your ebook. I'm helping a lady right now create one for her dog food business. So her stories are most valuable. How did she get into this business? Well, she was eating weenies and beans for her family. She didn't have a whole lot of money. She was raising some dogs and found a product that was cheaper, more healthier. Her dogs loved it. They were getting healthier, and she realized that by selling it herself, she could create an income. So they went from eating weenies and beans to more substantial meals, and it opened up a whole lifetime for her of serving her clients and helping them. And her book is not just about building a dog food business for herself, but for the people who are interested. So her clients, some of them, want a solution to a healthy pet. So they are buying dog food from her and her business, but some of them want to sell the dog food themselves to create a better freedom in life in what they're doing. So it's a twofold problem, but it's one buyer journey that leads to the next best step. So you're creating your outline, and everything in your ebook points to the one theme. And think of all of these stories that you have. It could be your own personal story, your own story. It could be your client's stories and the transformation that you've already created in somebody's world. It's a beautiful thing to create transformation in what you do. So see if you have one book or multiple books, and sometimes all you need to do, say, for example, if you're really looking for people to create that business model, that could be one ebook. But if you're looking for if you're looking for specific clients that you're just looking to build more people who want to purchase dog food for healthy pets, they're going to have some nuances, right? You could do one book for both audiences, but sometimes it behooves you to think of two books, and they're going to be a lot alike, but just with a few little nuances. So that's what I did with this little book, Launch Like a Pro. It's very specific to the emails that can be used also as text messages or on social media. You can create a post and then lead them to contacting you through social media messenger or a direct message, however that works on each of the platforms. And then you add to them some more value, give them your free ebook, or have them set up an appointment with you to talk a little deeper about this particular thing. The challenge I was talking about earlier in this segment is only $97. Today it is. I may change the price back up again, but the ebook on launching yourself like a pro is $1.99. You can't beat it. And it will give you additional ways to connect with me. So I love this. Launch like a pro or take the challenge and go ahead and take that step-by-step way to create your ebook or your regular paperback book if you want. And I know that you're going to just love the process. Thank you for being a valuable person in my life. I appreciate you watching my shows, and God bless, because you know your message truly does matter. Thank you so much, and God bless.